basketball tournament. It's the Pete DePort Memorial Holiday Tournament, and it's held at the newly renovated Christ the King Gym. We got the 8th grade matchup. Barstow in the blue uniforms, 8th grade girls basketball taking on Christ the King. The Crusaders in their very traditional gold uniforms, and that ball's going to be out of bounds. Pete C., one of the officials, and Colin Temple, the other official on the spot here, and we'll go 4 quarters, and there's 6-minute quarters. We play overtime if necessary, and I'll do the rosters. Believe me, as the game progresses along, I'll get through the rosters on both sides, whether during a timeout. We haven't had a shot generated yet, but we've had a lot of enthusiasm on the court, and when I say newly renovated gymnasium, it's beautiful in here. Freshly painted and new lights and bright look to it and a nice clean feel to it, and it's a good place to come and watch basketball action. You don't even have to have a student or a child playing. You can just stop on in and catch basketball. Just enjoy the enthusiasm and the energy on the court. We got our first foul called on a game. It's going to be against Christ the King. Same rules as any basketball, and you can see they're going to go full court press. Number 10 taking the ball out of bounds is going to be Marie Schwabe. And there's going to be pressure in the back court by Christ the King, and that's Galwet, number 21. And they're able to break the timeline, break the front court, get it below the free throw line, put the shot up off bounce, front rim, long rebounds on the floor. It's tipped, it's controlled, the ball faked, and now the defense will collapse around the Barstow player. We're going to have a jump ball called. That was Caroline Corsones. Number 33 there offensively for the Barstow Bobcats, and it'll be Barstow basketball. They'll have it on the baseline. That's Colin Temple, yep, the record-setting quarterback from the area, from Mount St. Joseph Academy and from Merrimack College, and helping out in the community, doing some reffing right now. He's a very good basketball player in his own right, and everybody just remembers him from football, but he's just an all-around good athlete. He played baseball his senior year down at MSJ, and he hit a home run over the press box onto the softball field, and it was just an awesome shot. And we'll see pressure now the other way as the ball brought into play, and that's going to be Galwet, and the ball brought in from number 13, Scarelia. Again, first time out, or the first break between first and second quarter. I'll read you the rosters. And nice job of keeping the ball free. We have no score right now. We're 4:33 to go in the opening quarter of play. Winner advances on deeper into the tournament. It is a single elimination tournament. And you see number 12 chasing it down is for Christ the King and the Crusaders. That's Natalie Kolak. And Kolak wants to bring it up to the free throw line. There's the shot off the glass, a little strong, bounces around, and it's going to stay in play. Nice job of chasing that ball down offensively by Christ the King, and they'll go to Galwet now. And Galwet lines it up. It's going to be a 2-point shot, and it's going to be off the mark. She had the right range, just a little bit to the left side. And they'll reach back, and she lost her dribble. Now she can pick the dribble back up if she wants to, since it was slapped off her hands defensively by Scarelia. They'll dump the ball down inside and blocked out of there. Oh, big time block by Reedy. And of course, Reedy synonymous with people playing big on the basketball court. Chris Reedy doing an outstanding job for MSJ. And of course, he's outstanding here at Christ the King. Now, once you get into the basketball fever, you can catch a game right here at the Christ the King newly painted and lit gym, or you can head down to MSJ or CSJ. You can see high school ball, college ball, right here in your backyard. There's just all kinds of activities going on, and that ball will be out of bounds. We'll see the press take place. See Scarelia in the back court, number 13, trying to set the screen for Galwet. And there's the steal and the shot blocked by Galwet. The shot was taken by Hughes, and she'll get Scarelia with a little lob pass, tipped back, picked up, and no, it rimmed out on it. Rebound fought for underneath, and got a hold call, and I believe it's going to be the second foul on Christ the King, and Pete C. will give the official call. That's why he's an official. Schwabe will bring the ball into play, and she's got Caitlin Hughes in the back court. Number 10 is Schwabe, number 5 is Hughes, and been pretty torrid pace here. Both teams going to the full court pressure defense, and that cranks up the intensity. And it's going to be brought in now. Again, she'll split the trap, and never really got tight enough to create a problem. We're going to have a third foul called on Christ the King. It's going to be Kolak with the reach, hand check foul, and she'll take the ball out of bounds. The Crusaders in those gold uniforms taking on Barstow in the blue uniforms, and it's going to be Hughes, number 5, and they have her slide over a little bit more to her left. Inside, blocked again. Oh, big time block. This time it was Blaze with the block. Blaze down there, just setting everything on fire with the defensive abilities, and now they get the outlet pass to Galwet. Galwet looks baseline, takes it baseline, and can't get the finish. The rebound, another offensive rebound for Christ the King to come back to Scarelia. She'll put it up, and that will be halfway down and pop out. Another offensive rebound as Christ the King just pounding the glass right now. We're going to jump ball called, and it should be gold basketball. Oh, they say blue basketball. Okay, well, they're the officials. They've got the pretty shirts. Colin told me that he actually just went to the sporting goods store and bought his shirt. Nothing like waiting to the last second, but he got it done. That's the important part. Again, they're able to find a way to get the ball inbounds and beat the defensive pressure in the backcourt. Caught shot high off the glass, rebound, tippy toes, and will be taken out of there by number 30, Megan Blaze, and she'll wait for Gowette to come back. And this is all happening with 2:31 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Not scoreless for lack of action, just scoreless for lack of good defense, actually. Baseline runner, no good. Rebound, offensive boards, ball fake. She wants to kick it out. Gowette in the paint will lose her bounce, go down, and it's going to be taken over by Scarelia. 2-point shot. No, long and strong from the free throw line. Let's try it. No, it won't happen. Blaze up and got it. Blaze with the bucket. Just too many offensive chances right there. And into the front court comes Barstow. They'll look for the dish back, and boy, the ball fake, the drop step, and they let him keep the ball alive. And a nice job by Gowette. That was Corsones 33 for Barstow, and that's going to be wrapped around. Corsones with the basketball. Number 7 out there is Trudeau for Christ the King. She came into the last break in the action, and there has not been a lot of breaks in the action. Running one hand, they're around the rim and out, and Blaze with the rebound. It'll be 1 and out for Barstow. Here comes the break. They got a 3-on-2 happening inside to Scarelia. Up and got it on the break. 2 more points for Christ the King. 4-0 now, the Crusaders. As Hughes will be fouled by Scarelia in the backcourt. And that'll be the 4th foul on Christ the King, and the significance of that would be they're nearing the 7-foul limit, which would mean the 1-on-1. Is Abby Harvey coming in for Christ the King. She'll wear number 32. And Barstow with the ball. Again, they'll get it in. Hughes with a few ball fakes back there, and she'll break the timeline. She'll go past Scarelia, and well, she's into the paint. She's into a sweet spot, and it's Blaze with the block. Again, Megan Blaze. This is the Christ the King 8th grade girls team taking on the Barstow 8th grade girls basketball team in the Peter DuPois Memorial Holiday Tournament. I was gone for a while. I used to cover it all the time. I'm back again. And glad to be here. It is a blast to cover this age level. We're going to have more games coming to you from the tournament as the tournament progresses on. This is just day 1, round 1. And again, it's a single elimination tournament. And we're going to have a foul from behind, and I believe it's going to be Harvey. That's going to be the 5th team foul. I apologize. That's Trudeau, number 7, that picked up the foul. And it's taking place with just 30.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. And again, they've really done a good job, other than that right there, breaking the press and bringing the ball down the floor. And that'll be off from Hughes, number 5, in blue and Barstow. And they'll come over, and this is going to be taken out of bounds right in front of the camera by Katie Trudeau. And she'll go to Gowette, and Gowette, plenty of time on the clock, 23 seconds to go. That's an eternity. They wait for the cut, the fake, the drop step, the drive, off the glass, no good. Rebound taken out by Barstow, and then Blaze has just been everywhere. Came back to knock the ball away with just 10.2 seconds to go. And Corsone's got the rebound, and now Sam Raymond, number 5, coming to the ball game for Barstow, and she'll replace Hughes, Caitlin Hughes, and we'll see if they'll have Raymond run the point. Down to 7 seconds on the clock. Up and no, just a tad off the mark with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. I believe this quarter will end with Christ the King up 4-0 over Barstow. That's 1 quarter of play in the books. And I will follow the Barstow squad over to their huddle, let them settle down, and I'll read you their roster. How's that for a deal? And Barstow has number 1, Megan Flanders on their roster. Number 2 is Alicia Hill. Number 3, I apologize, is Sam Reynolds. Samantha Raymond. Sam Raymond, I apologize for that. Sam Reynolds was a quarterback for Rutland High School. I gotta get in the right sport here. Caitlin Hughes wears number 5. Marie Schwabe is 10. Marissa Bizon is number 15. Jessica Poljasic, number 20. And Caroline Corsones is 33. That is the roster for the Barstow squad. And again, they did a lot of things right in that first quarter. They just didn't get the shots to drop for them. You see Coach Dan Elliott out there and talking to his squad, and he has Alex Reed, 00. Emily Drundis is number 3. Katie Trudeau is 7. Natalie Kolak is 12. Maria Scarelia is 13. Caitlin Gowett, 21. Kelsey Stewart's 22. Megan Blaze had a terrific first quarter, was number 30. Abby Harvey, 32. Lauren Phillips, 33. And Lily Yakonovich is number 35. And that is the first reading, and as the game progresses along and timeouts have taken place, I shall continue until you have it memorized like I do. Now, if you bear with me, I just want to level my tripod out. There we go. 1 quarter in the books. It's 4-0 Christ the King. We take a look at the officials. Pete C. on the left, your left, and Colin Temple, the good-looking stud out there, he's on the right. They did an excellent job calling that first quarter play. And again, you can see the good crowd here. Newly painted walls, banners up, new lights put in, a lot of volunteers. Too many volunteers to name, but a big thank you goes out to all the people and parents and helpers and volunteers that made this possible. To give the old gym a much needed facelift. Great place to catch a basketball game. So Christ the King will get the opening possession here of the second quarter. They'll give it back, and oh, she passed up an open look. She's got the pivot going, the 5 count, and they're going to get the ball back down inside to Drundis, number 3. She'll get to the free throw line, and she needs a little help now, and she waits for somebody to come from behind on the cut, and that'll be saved from being a backcourt. It's going to be picked up by Hughes, and she's looking for the layup, and the first points for Barstow will come off a defensive steal by Caitlin Hughes, and that will cut the score, the lead in half, 4-2 now. Just a tad underway here in this second quarter of play. That's Drundis. She'll bring it up and see her work her way back to the center of the court, go to the left side, and that pass pops free, picked up and off to the races, up ahead. Nice pass up to Hughes. No. Rebound, ball blocked again. It's got to be Blaze, and she got a piece of it. It was number 15 that took the shot, Bizon, and Hughes will handle the basketball now for Barstow. The Bobcats looking to tie this thing up, and a little bit long and strong. The shot taken by Poljasic, and Blaze wants to outlet the ball to Drundis, and jump ball. Should be blue basketball. It's Hughes tied up Drundis, and it's going to be taken side out. Now I have this Barstow ball, and that's what they have it also. And that'll be taken out of bounds by number 10, Schwabe. And they're going to put a defender on the ball. That'll be Trudeau on the basketball, and Hughes able to get in the back court and waits for the screen to be set. Oh, they're going to call it for a moving screen. Yeah, he's got a moving screen, illegal screen called by Pete C. Will be Christ the King basketball. See the good job Pete does. He explains to her what she did wrong. That's, I mean, really, at this age level, that's excellent. So Lauren Phillips will bring the ball into play, and she's going to have full court press, and picked off, and to the hole, kicks, fires, overshot the bucket, chases it down, all in one motion. Schwabe took the shot, got the rebound, and kicked it back out to Hughes. And boy, Hughes a good ball handler. She might have had that one tipped. They'll come down to Blaze, and she wants to outlet the ball, and she will get it up ahead to Trudeau. Trudeau quickly in the paint area and looks inside. I wonder why they don't go to Blaze down inside. She's got a little height advantage out there, and that's going to be out of play, off from the hands of number 7, Katie Trudeau. Yeah, and Hughes came back to make a passing lane from her, actually hand the basketball to her. One of the defenders falls down, and that leaves a person open, and they go up, and no, just missed the tie. And offensive boards for Barstow. The fadeaway by Hughes, no good, came off the rim on her. And out on the break comes Christ the King. The Crusaders on their way to the hole. Puts it up, and no, tried to kiss it off the glass up and in, and no. Here we go, got it, Blaze, after the missed shot by Yakonovich. But again, relentless work on the boards by Christ the King. The 8th grade girls showing some good hustle, getting it done on the glass, and we've got a push call, and that's going to be the 6th foul unofficially on Christ the King. And that happens with 3:45 to go in the half, and I have it as the next foul committed by Christ the King will be the 1-and-1. And Hughes will take the ball out of bounds. She's got Schwabe, number 10, and waiting the pass and bounce, and the defense looks like they're going to pick up in a 2-3 zone now. And that's another block. That's 4 blocks in the ball game for Christ the King, and that was blocked by Lauren Phillips this time. Yeah, and you can see the Barstow squad, a little inbounds play, quite tight. They had it set well. This should be unofficially shots. But I'll let the, and Colin's saying 1-and-1. 1-1. So free throws coming up, and that is significant because there's still a lot of time left. 3:39 to go in the first half of play. 6-2 Christ the King, and Caitlin Hughes at the line, number 5. Good-looking player for Barstow out there. Handles the ball well, runs the offense, and she's got a lot of good instincts out there when she's got the ball. Even when she's on defense, she's moving very well without the basketball. And that's the 1-1. Up, and no, they let it set on the rim. And boy, good defense, got right in the face of Galwette and slowed down the break. And Galwette works it to the corner, works it to the baseline. She'll kill the dribble. And a little bounce pass inside the Blaze. Turns, fires. No good. Ball tipped, and it's going to be down this end of the floor. They said it's going to be gold basketball. It'll be the Crusaders with the basketball, and they want to hold up play. They have sub come in. Yakinovich will leave the ball game, and Stewart, number 22, comes in for Christ the King. They want to set up the box formation on the inbounds play, and they'll just bring it to Blaze. She was bumped off the ball, and it'll go on a bounce off from Christ the King. Schwabe, number 10, will try to get the ball into play, and the press has been there, but Barstow's been able to find a way to break the press. That's Alicia Hill that had the catch and goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Barstow. And we're down a 6-2 score. Christ the King with the lead. 3:17 to go in the second quarter play, and that's going to be out from Scarelia's hands. And Barstow keeping possession. Nice job of reaching behind her. And good hustle. You see her right to the floor, to the sideline, right in front of the bench is Scarelia. And Hughes will take the ball out of bounds, and they're just waiting for the sub. I believe it's Harvey, 32. Yeah, it's Abby Harvey for Christ the King coming in, number 32. And jump ball. They tied it up. Possession arrow will favor the Crusaders as Scarelia got in there and tied up Flanders. And you can see Colin waving. Oh, he's indicating the arrow. Okay. And they'll come into Galwette, and they'll bounce pass back to Scarelia. And that's a lot of traffic along the sideline, and Galwette. No, she double dribbled. Yeah, I thought they were going to let it slide, but she double dribbled. It's a good call, and the ball will go out of bounds. And Schwabe, number 10, will try to get the ball into play, and they've taken away Hughes as an option. And they'll come back now to number 1, Flanders. Flanders into the front court. Flanders on the run, got pushed, and she's going to the line for the 1-1. So 21 gold is Galwette called for the foul, and I believe it's going to be Flanders at the line, and that is correct. And Megan Flanders looking to cut into that 6-2 lead with free throws here. Both teams have been very, very active here. Ball tipped around off the missed free throw, and I don't believe it was saved. Now it's going to stay down this one with Barstow. Good hustle on the play. They just ran out of court to save it. Schwabe to Hughes. That's been a good connection out there for Barstow. Up, fades away, and again the rim won't cooperate with the basketball. And Blaze will get the ball up ahead to Scarelia. Nice job of not traveling. Nice job of not traveling. They'll bring it back to Harvey. She'll go to Blaze. Blaze with the catch. Up, and no. Boy, I tell you what, she did everything right. Yeah, it's going to be out of bounds except make the basket. And good instincts again. She got down in the paint, turned, and used that height advantage. And you see him look, and Hughes able to come around a couple of players and get open. Oh, see, Blaze has had a lot of block shots, and they're thinking twice now about putting the ball up against her. Hughes will bring it back to Flanders, and Flanders comes back to Hughes, and again, plenty of time, 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go, second quarter. No shot clock to worry about at this age level. Only in college ball. Oh, the bucket by Flanders, a two-hander over the head, and snapped it off and makes it 6-4 now. Barstow down by just 2, and almost stolen. It goes out of bounds. It was Schwabe who made the good attempt for Barstow, and Stewart taking the ball out of bounds, and Blaze going to sit down and take a break for Christ the King. So Stewart fakes, and then brings the ball over to Scarelia. She's got the break. She's got the far side of the court. She goes down along the baseline to Reedy, up and a little bit too far into the basket. Galwette. No, that's set on the back of the rim. I don't know how it didn't go in. Reedy trying to kick the ball out and had it taken away, and a nice job by Barstow right there avoiding the turnover. Hughes just dribbled through a ton of traffic, and she might have double dribbled. Yeah, she got into a little bit of a traffic jam on that side. And 6-4, Christ the King will get the ball back. They've got the lead, and they've got 1:36 to go in the opening half of play. Scarelia made herself available to the pass. Up and got it! Oh, Scarelia nails it off the glass and in. Puts the lead back at 4 at 8-4 now. Christ King with the lead. They've had the lead since the opening tip-off. And Hughes wants to dump it down inside. It's going to be knocked away by Gowette. They're looking to go to Raymond. I believe that is Raymond, number 3. And Natalie Kolak coming in the ballgame for Abby Harvey for Christ the King. Kolak wore number 12. You see her right there just coming into your picture. Tell you, they got the ball into a sweet spot down there to Raymond, but there was just nowhere for her to get the shot off over Reedy. Breedy with the block, and Gowette is going to be tied up. Yeah, good job by Hughes tying up Gowette. Yeah, and they're going to put the ball in the play on the baseline, and almost stolen away by Stewart. We'll go down into the corner now, and it'll be Barstow basketball. And Hughes will just be handed the basketball and get no problem getting it in. Hughes will work all the way back around the top of the arc, just trying to find a little alley to get the shot open. And that's a nice step out in the foul. I got a blocking foul called on Kolak. At first it was looking pretty good, and then she overextended herself, and that became a blocking foul, and that's going to be the 1-on-1 still. And I believe that is the 9th team foul, which would indicate the next foul committed by Christ the King would be the double bonus. It would be 2 shots. Like I said, this is the same rules as any basketball you watch. It's just done by a younger age group right now. Got it. Daya Hughes, pretty impressive out there. She got the free throw, makes it 8-5 now. Christ the King's lead's been trimmed down to just 3 points. And so Hughes on her second attempt. Oh, I don't know how they didn't score. Literally, as the old cliche, was halfway down the cylinder and came back out, and that's going to be off from Barstow out of bounds as both Hughes and Hill were there, and it's going to become Stewart taking the ball out of bounds, number 22 for Christ the King. To Scarelia, and she just got 2 points in the basketball game. Scoring's been pretty spread out for Christ the King. They have a nice job of getting a lot of different looks by different people. Gowette taking a little tour of the newly painted lit gym, and she went all the way around and will bring it up. Oh, inside the paint, off the glass, no good. Tipped around, picked up, Scarelia back up, and got it! Tell you what I like there. She didn't hesitate to shoot. She was open. She was below the free throw line, and she just banked it in. Gowette will pick up her second personal foul, and Pete's saying peace, baby. No, oh, he wanted to know if that was 2 shots. Okay. They need somebody to shoot, and I believe they're going to bring, well, I think it's going to be Hughes, but I'll wait and see who goes to the line. So Gowette with those 2 fouls coming out, and Drundus coming in to take her spot. Number 3, Emily Drundus. I can't read my own writing. I hope that is an R, D-R-U-N-D-A-S, Drundus. So 2 shots coming up for Hughes. Barstow down by 5, and still down by 5. And the second shot on the way, nope. Ball will come right back to Hughes, and on the drive, she got stripped of the ball, recovers it. There's the ball fake by Flanders, and blocked out of there by Reedy. And Christ the King trying to get a hold of the ball, will come back to Hughes, and I think it went off from her foot. Went off the foot of a Crusader player, so it'll become blue basketball. Yeah, we'll have number 10 taking the ball out of bounds. Schwabe, number 10 for Barstow, will take the ball out of bounds, and getting down to just 12 seconds. Any fouls or shots, and that's going to be short, and Reedy got it. Reedy with the outlet and plenty of time. 6 seconds, 5, 4. They hand it, yeah, they're going to take the shot, and they're going to get it! Oh, at the buzzer, it's Kolak, number 12, and you see your teammates liking it. And, sorry, it's Stewart, 22, I apologize. Stewart with the big shot at the buzzer, and still with the big smile, and it's going to be 12-5. Christ the King with the lead at halftime over Barstow in 8th grade girls basketball action from the Christ the King Holiday Tournament. Get things underway here in the second half of play. Like I said, this has got the makings of a real Donnybrook or barn burner of a finish here. It's only a 7-point lead for Christ the King, but they got in a little bit of foul trouble. Gowette with 2 fouls. They went to the 10-team foul limit. And Hughes out there, number 5, handled the ball a lot for Barstow, and she's rested up now, and she's waiting to get her shot. Reedy came out to contest the spot on the floor, and Scarelia with the steal. Well, put the brakes on, went off the glass too strong, and the ball will come down and be controlled by Barstow. The Bobcats in the blue uniforms, and that was Corsones that got the rebound, and Hughes saves it from going out of bounds, and she's looking for Schwabe on the pass back, and Schwabe will bring it back, and Corsones from the free throw line, blocked by Reedy, comes down into the paint, and a battle for the ball, and Galwet will get it, and she's looking to bust free. And who touched it last? The last touch by Galwet out of bounds, and it will become Barstow basketball, and Schwabe will come over, Marie Schwabe, and she'll get the ball onto Hughes. I'll read the rosters again. And remember, there was only that one timeout taken in the first half of play. That's why I only read the rosters once. That'll be out from the foot of Galwet out of bounds, and they'll be staying with Barstow. And again, it's been a good ball game to watch here in this opening round of the tournament. 8th grade girls, Barstow in the blue, and Christ the King in their gold Crusader uniforms. And Scarelia are able to reach in and knock the ball away. Recovered by, it's going to be a blocking foul. And Scarelia will pick up, I believe, her second foul. Team's first here of this third quarter. They're 6-minute quarters. And overtime if necessary. We've got to have a winner. So we play till we win, because you got to have, in a tournament, you got to have an outcome. And people advance. Hughes will back up, start over, and picked off by Scarelia. She has got a ton of steals in the basketball game for Christ the King. And Galwet goes up between 3 blue jerseys, and she'll get the basketball under control. Goes baseline, walks down to the blocks, pivots, and now she needs some help. Comes back up top to Scarelia, and she will do the splits there, but keep her bouncing up not to get the travel call. Galwet between circles. That's Hughes on her. And see how Hughes isn't reaching defensively? That's good, solid defense right there. Stewart, no, Stewart had the buzzer be Reedy, yes! Reedy, too much on the glass. 2 offensive rebounds, finally puts it in. It goes 14-5, that's the largest lead of the ball game at 9. Reedy came out to block the shot, and they wanted to bring the pass down to number 20, Poljasic. They're going to bring Flanders, number 1, in for Barstow, along with number 2 now, Alicia Hill. Coming out of the ballgame with Bison, number 15, and Poljasic, number 20. Again, Schwabe looked inside. Hughes left alone. No, had a great look. That ball is going to be coming down, and boy, Barstow puts it up and can't get the bounce to go their way. Reedy with the outlet. And they got it to Kolak, and the ball will get away from her. Maybe it will, and it will. Squirts away from Hughes, will come down to Galwet. Galwet literally walking the ball with her back down toward the court and gets it to the arc, and she'll reverse, and she's waiting for a screen to be set up by Scarelia, and Hughes is just below the screen, and that way it really kind of was ineffective. They'll go to Reedy, up, Reedy fouled. Reedy's getting shots, I believe, on the arm. 2 shots coming up, Pete says. Got her on the arm, and got Reedy at the line. First time to the line for Reedy, and she'll get 2 shots with 3:28 to go. Third quarter action, 14-5. Christ the King with the lead, and they're at the free throw line trying to add to it. And nope, looked good for a second there, and they kind of curved to the right. And second attempt coming up by Reedy, and nope. Rebound, Kolak had it taken out right. See the block indicated by Colin Temple down there, and Phillips tied up, and it's going to be blue basketball, and they need somebody to take the ball out of bounds, and it'll be Schwabe, number 10. There'll be no press this time in the back court, so a different look defensively by Christ the King as they're up by 9, and Barstow will try and do something about it right here on this possession. A newly painted, new lights in the gym. Looks good down here at Christ the King. All the volunteers did an excellent job. After the steal by Reedy, the ball will come forward. It goes from Scarelia, and I believe travel called on Galwet, yeah. They're going to bring Blaze, number 30, and Megan Blaze for Christ the King. She had a huge first half of play. She replaced Kolak. And again, no press in the back court. And Hughes will break the timeline. She's looking at a 2-3 zone right now, being played defensively by Christ the King. I'll tell you, for a zone, it's got a lot of flexibility and movement on it, a lot of spread to it. Can be knocked out of bounds, and Barstow will keep possession of the basketball. You're watching PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. This is Jerry Munger, Munger Vision. And Stewart coming out of the ball game, number 22, will be replaced by Lauren Phillips, number 33, and that's a Christ the King change. And also sneaking into the last second is Katie Trudeau. That's a Christ the King switch also. When everything coming in was closed off and up and blocked and kept alive. Jump basketball. Be gold basketball this time, and boy, that defense just reacting nicely to where the ball is, and just 2:47 to go in the third quarter. All the points being scored in the third quarter by Christ the King, and that could be a steal by Schwabe, and it will become a steal by Schwabe. And she'll go over the top defensively, and Flanders, boy, just eaten up by that gold uniforms. Hughes pulled the shot down, wanted to give the pass out on the wing, and the pass over the top will get it to Galwet, and she's off. Up ahead, shot block foul, shots coming up. On the arm, Collins says, and I believe Mr. Temple's going to give him 2 shots. So Flanders will pick up the foul, and going to the line will be number 7, Katie Trudeau. As Trudeau will get set for the first of 2 shots here. She'll settle in and got it. Using the glass to bang it in, and that's the first double-digit lead of the basketball game at 15-5. Christ the King, the 8th grade girls in their opening round against Barstow. Now the Proctor girls squad that played prior to this game already with their win. Trudeau wanted to kick the ball back to Galwet, and it's going to be an offensive foul. It'll be number 3 on Galwet as she elbowed, pushed off on Hughes, and it's an emotional game. And Schwabe will get set, put the ball in the play. She's got to wait a second. Galwet will sit down with those 3 fouls, and Abby Harvey, number 32, comes in the basketball game for Christ the King. And you see Hughes go all the way around the screen, put it up, and got it off the glass and in. Hughes with a little leaner. We'll get it. And here comes Galwet. That's Trudeau. Up on a spinner and got it. 360 spinner by Trudeau, looking like Michael Jordan out there. We'll make it 17-7, Christ the King. As Hughes wants to bring the ball back, and it's going to be out of bounds. Please stop bouncing on that. And we're going to have a timeout, and it's going to be Yakinovich coming in for Christ the King. She'll replace Reedy, and that's the only switch taking place. So ready to put the ball back into play with 1:45 to go. Third quarter action, the shot up, the shot short, and the rebound will come down to Blaze. And see how she brought the ball back up so she maintained her height advantage so they couldn't strip her of the basketball. Trudeau over the top, and that might be picked off. Ball on the floor, they'll go to the floor. Jump ball called. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be blue basketball on the tie-up with 1.5 to go in the third quarter. 17-7. Christ the King with the lead, and it's going to be Caitlin Hughes, number 5. She'll go past Harvey into the front court, works off the screen, gets it into Blaze, and boy, Blaze put a stop to everything. Blaze not only with the block, but they maintain the possession of the ball. And here's Trudeau up, and boy, a lot of ball. Jump ball called. Great call by Temple. He young enough where he could hustle down the floor and get a good look at what happened, and it was the correct call. The ball being taken out of bounds by Lauren Phillips of Christ the King. They run the stack formation on the far side of the box, and they look for it to break open. Harvey able to get the pass, number 32, and her shot will be just a tad bit off the mark. And Hughes with 1 minute to go, trying to break away, pulls away and puts it up, and no. Rebound fought for it, comes down, and that's still a hot ball. It's still alive, and it's still not taking control. It's going to be up. The brakes put on. They'll kick it back to Flanders, and got it off the glass and in. Oh, what hard work to get the bucket. Phillips needing somebody to get open, and that's going to be tipped, controlled, and boy, Bob bumping there in the hit call. No shots coming up. The foul's on the floor. It's possession foul. And that's going to be on Abby Harvey with the foul, and it'll just be ball out of bounds. But this is a great time to make a run at 17-9. And the basketball back here. Up and rushed it. Rebound, jump ball. As Phillips gets tied up with Schwabe. And Schwabe will take the ball out of bounds on the baseline for Barstow. Into Flanders. Oh, behind the back. Did you see that? And it's going to be Trudeau with the steal. Trudeau trying to get it under control. And she needs some help. She lost the dribble. And she'll come back to Galwet. Galwet playing with those 3 fouls. And boy, pressure in the backcourt. And she will spin out of it. And that ball knocked away from behind. 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Flanders will get it back under control and bring the pass up the side on the fadeaway. No. Rebound comes all the way out to Hughes. No, she had a great look, and that's the buzzer. What a third quarter of play. It'll be 17-9. Christ the King 8th grade girls with the lead over Barstow in what could be the final quarter of play here from the Christ the King gym. Pete C. been calling the basketball games. From the referee's point of view, they have done an excellent job. And you call the same calls at this age level, it's just you have to have a little different demeanor. I'll tell you what, Blaze follows up her own miss, fade away, I got it, Blaze. I'll tell you what, Megan Blaze has impressed me. She could be playing JV ball or varsity ball somewhere, the way she's gotten today. I thought the first shot was pretty good. It was a 3-pointer, but then she followed it up. That's off the glass, no good. Battle for the basketball. Barstow will kick it out. Schwabe blocked. Schwabe jump ball. That's the correct call. They'll stay down this into the floor, and it'll be taken out of bounds by Schwabe. 19-9, and they'll get the ball in, up, and got it! They'll get the shot to drop. That was Corsone's 33, Caroline Corsone's. Yeah, they need it touched up. They're going to have Stewart slide over. Number 22 is Kelsey Stewart. Yeah, she got a basket tonight. And they've had a pretty much spread the scoring around. And boy, that's a hot potato, but she'll get it under control. That's Emily Drundis. And her pass back will come right back to her, and it was slapped out of her hands. And they're going to say last touch by Drundis out of bounds, and it's going to be Barstow basketball. So the Bobcats, with only 5:10 left in the basketball game, need to put together a little run right here. They're down by 8. The lead's been as high as 10 and as low as 4. Hughes taking it right against Galwet. Now Stewart on the switch off, and actually I have it wrong. That is Stewart 12. I get her and Kolak mixed up because they both have a 2 in her jersey. They had a lot of dribbling down in the corner, but it's going to be Barstow basketball. Hughes will take it out. And Reedy coming in for number 3, Emily Drundis for Christ the King. And again, they ran a nice little pick play in this corner of the box. And Corsones, Hughes, no, I tell you, she's had some good open looks, and the basketball just hasn't cooperated with her. Schwabe blocked, got the ball back, up, and no, set on the rim and went and dropped. The rebound will come down to Christ the King, and Stewart will kill the dribble and get the ball out to Galwet. She'll make the catch and bring it to the top of the arc. Galwet down inside to Reedy, up, open, and got it! They all rolled to the basket. That was the key to the play, is everything funneled down to the bucket. And now the press put back into position here. We saw a lot of it in the first quarter, not much in the second or third quarter. And boy, coming back to almost make the steal. And that was blocked, and Reedy almost able to control it after the block. And it'll be last touched by Christ the King. He'll go out of bounds to Barstow. And Alicia Hill, number 2, coming in the basketball game for Barstow. Schwabe will take the ball out of bounds, number 10. They'll put Blaze on the ball on the inbounds pass. There's the catch, a shot, and the bucket! That's Hill that just came in the ball game. They got the basket for Barstow. Makes it an 8-point game at 21-13. And Galwet able to come back and create a passing lane. And she's looking to dribble up the sideline, and she's cut off there by Flanders. And she'll turn into Hughes, and her pass will get to Scarelia. Up, Reedy open to the basket. Reedy got it. They have found the press break, and they have found an effective press break. They maintained a 10-point lead with 3:44 to go. And she caught it out of bounds. Yep, she knows it. Yeah, she didn't quite clear the inline, get back into position. So that's a turnover on Barstow, and the ball will go out on the inline to Christ the King. They need somebody to take the ball out of bounds, and they want Stewart. Kelsey Stewart will hustle her. There she goes, and she'll bring the ball out of bounds. Galwet didn't touch it last. Hill did. Slapped it off her hands. Number 2 for Barstow. Looking. Looking, 5-second count, getting close, and that's not a problem. That's not a backcourt. Now you can throw all the way in the back, as long as they didn't touch it in the front court. And they didn't, so they're okay. And Galwet with the lob. I believe that was a lob pass. It ends up being a lob pass. Blaze fades, fires. No good. Up and no good. Up and no good. One more time. And but I don't know how Barstow did it, but they didn't give up a bucket. That in the basketball, it's gonna. Again, it's a funny thing, that little basketball, how it won't go into the hole. And we'll have the ball brought up now by Hughes. Now I might fade down here for no reason, you would think, but I'm going to fade down next break I get and change batteries in the camera. Oh, I came with only a half-charged battery. I know better than that, but you know, when you get to be my age, you forget stuff. Hughes looks, comes off to Schwabe. She'll go between circles. She'll work it to the right side and give it back to Hughes. Leads at 10, and she's got to go back and get the basketball, and she will. Oh, that slapped down by Galwet. Kept it in bounds, and she's going to go up and be fouled. Galwet's heading to the line to shoot 2 for Christ the King. Changeover, you missed 1 of 2 free throws made by Galwet. She's going to come out in the ball game. It leads at 11 with 2:53 to go. And see the official explain about being able to run the baseline on the inbounds pass. And Lauren Phillips, number 33, is going to come in the ball game for Christ the King also, and she'll be allowed to come in for number 30. Of course, that's Megan Blaze. So with the substitutions, we're all set. They pull off the pressure in the backcourt, and Caitlin Hughes, number 5, was playing an excellent game. Will be now picked up by Trudeau, number 7. There's a screen and Scarelia on the switch off, and yeah, it was last touched by Christ the King, so it'll become Barstow basketball. They're going to Flanders. Boy, you can see she was just swallowed up on a double team and down on a trap. And she'll force the shot up, and it's going to be chased down on the side by Corsons, and jump ball called. It's going to be gold basketball. That's just good hustle to the ball. It'll be taken out of bounds by Stewart. So Stewart, he's set to put the ball back into play for Christ the King. Little bounce pass to Scarelia. Schwabe almost had it. And great hustle on the floor by Scarelia. Stewart kept the ball alive, then goes over the top to Reedy, gets the ball back to Stewart. She knows what she wants to do with it, but this Corson's playing such good defense. Finally forces up a pass down inside. The ball fake and might have a travel. The travel called, yeah. That was good defense that time by Barstow. There's still a lot of time left in this ball game for a run. There's 2:11 left to go. They just need to string together a few baskets in a row here, and then they can get their press going after a made bucket. Boy, Corson's just nowhere to go from the free throw line down, and Scarelia came up top, and Hughes will go in the backcourt and pick it up. Hughes, number 5, with the ball, will dump it down inside, and there's the ball fake, the duck underneath, and the ball stripped away, and still anybody's basketball, and it's going to be taken over by nobody. We'll have a jump ball. And the officials have done an excellent job here in calling the basketball game. Kolak, number 12, Natalie Kolak, back in the contest for Christ the King. Crusaders in the gold uniforms, and that won't drop. A good look. That was Flanders with the shot, and there's a pass up at the Scarelia. And she's going to stop at the free throw line. Her pass sent right back at her to Kolak with the touch. Now to Trudeau. Trudeau, free throw line, backs up, makes space. Got it off the glass! And then what a shot by number 12, Natalie. That wasn't Kolak, that was 7, Jared. That was Katie Trudeau. Sometimes I see it and I can't get it from my head to my mouth. Well, I'll tell you, that deficit getting a little bit bigger. They needed that. They needed that big time. They'll cut the lead down to 26-15 at 11 points, but the clock down to a minute even to go in the basketball game. Winner advances on into the tournament, and losers all done. It's a single elimination tournament here. Yeah, it's going to be Christ the King basketball, I believe, as Hughes set out there and tried to steal the call, and there we go. Kolak will go get the basketball, number 12. Kolak to Hughes, got it on the steal. Hughes with the bucket, 55 seconds and counting, and again, they've got to go with the press here. And almost another turnover. It could still become a turnover. It's going to be a jump ball as Hughes got it tied up. It's 26-17. And I think we're going to have a timeout. And we haven't had a lot of them. Gold timeout. So again, I think I'll be able to get both teams in here. I'll tell you right now, for Barstow, who you're looking at, you got Megan Flanders, number 1, Alicia Hill, number 2. Number 3 is Samantha Raymond. Number 5 is Caitlin Hughes. 10 is Maria Schwabe. Marissa Beezon's 15. Jessica Poljasic, 20. And Caroline Corsone's number 33. See Coach Dan Elliott working hard in that huddle. And you have 00, Alex Reedy. Emily Drundis is number 3. Katie Trudeau is 7. Natalie Kolak is 12. Maria Scarelia is 13. Caitlin Jowett is 21. I just got to move the camera. 22 is Kelsey Stewart. Number 30 is Megan Blaze. Number 32 is Abby Harvey. Number 33, Lauren Phillips. And Lily Yakinovich is number 35. So right here could be the ball game. If they get the ball inbounds and get fouled, yeah, they're going to be able to get the ball up. 45 seconds and counting. Harvey with the spin move. Boy, I tell you, good job of breaking the press. And Trudeau will put it up and no, front rimmed it long. Rebound out the long shot. It'll go out of bounds. And I believe they're going to say blue basketball. That would be the correct call, and it is. And Schwabe will bring it in to Hughes in a must-score situation here, down 9 points with 31 seconds to go. Well, tipped around, taken away by Christ the King, and that could just about seal the deal here. Scarelia will, no, boy, she did everything but save it. She stopped it, started it, and then slid and went out of bounds, and it'll become blue basketball, but just 22 seconds to go. And I'm not saying you can't score 9 points in 22 seconds, but it'd be awesome to see done. It's hard to do. Well, look at Hughes. Look at Hughes get all the way through everybody on the floor, and boy, they let the ball stay alive a long time. And there'll be Kolak coming out of the pile with it for a minute, stolen away by Flanders. 3 seconds, and clock will stop with 1.8 seconds to go in the basketball game. Yeah, and Trudeau will bring the ball into play, and it's pretty safe to say that Christ the King will advance. The 8th grade girls will advance, and that's going to be stolen away, and that's the ball game. Great effort by both sides, a lot of hustle and a lot of heart. And the final score will be 26-17. Christ the King with the win in the 8th grade girls bracket over Barstow. So get out there, support your student athletes, and look for more games from the tournament on Channel 15 at a later date.